it's crazy. Like people always say like hey yo, why do you need diversity in your games? I'm like, homie, you don't understand how much money I'd spend on characters just because that they look like me or they make me feel good. Like Dea, you know how much trash people talked about Dea in Genshin Impact, how she performs versus other characters, and because of the melanin and because of how she looks and how she acts and just the representation, I maxed her out like a whale would. I got really lucky, but I have her maxed out like a whale would. I got an R2 weapon, I got her C2'd to make sure she had the best like possible like setups. Like people underestimate like diversity is a powerful, like especially if it's like if it's put in there correctly, it's not just shoehorned in. Like there's a reason why like people said Xinyan. Yeah, Xinyan's like technically like Liwei, which is Chinese. She's technically Chinese, but there's a reason why everybody's like, well, I love Xinyan. It's because of that. It's because she looks like a lot of us black people, you know, and it makes us feel really good to see that. So I actually see 6 Xinyan early. I actually went out of my way to see 6 Candace on purpose. Like I actually got a C2. I never see one any character, but I see 2 Dea, and I see 1 Sino, and I see 6 Candace the second she came out, and I see 6 Xinyan even when I wasn't spending money, like after the second banner she was on, because I wasn't spending money at that time. I didn't have any money at the time either. And so people really underestimate the hype behind like having real diversity in the game. Like it just feels good. It just makes me excited. Like I love this girl. I have like 3 teams based off of her, and she's fun. Is she extremely powerful? Oh heck no. And do I have an exception for Dea? Yes, I do. But God, does this chick not like do it? This chick doesn't. She's fun. As much as people want to dog on her, she's fun as heck.
Mommy teach you that?
Yo, see this character is cool as hell. But for real, like just look at her. For real. What the fuck?
Shadows of fate.
For real. Diversity is really important. That's the reason why when we see a dark skinned character, even if there's a Garu, or they're a Garu, or I guess is it Garu or Garu, or like if they're just dark skinned, different type of Asian, or like just a dark skinned Egyptian, or I guess Egyptian, I don't know if you count. I don't know the semantics behind that, but it's just that's the reason why when we see a dark character, like that girl's Chinese but with a tan, I'm like, I don't care, she looks like me and I want to put money down for her. I like Felicia from Darkstalkers. I know it seems like it's childish, but there's something about having people that look like you, and it's being so rare that you'll put all the money down for the ones that the times you do. I have a poster Felicia. I have a figure of Felicia, and they're hot as shit. My point taken. Just I love diversity in my games, especially when it's like put in there correctly. Like it's not just like, oh yeah, I happen to be black, and then she's like the tan, like there's different color black, but I feel like people get away with it just by like, here's the one black person in the game, and then they shade in the color like one iota lighter, and then not have another black person to counteract that, to show diversity with it. It gets on my nerves. So I'm very happy with Genshin with that, even though people aren't. Thank you, Genshin, for having waifus that are diverse, because and they're voiced by black people, and the nationality that they are, like all of them. Like the Liwei, the Sumeru people are voiced by actual like people around from that area, that kind of area. Is it like the Equator Asian countries and the like Africa and stuff like that, and black. Like I love it. Mwah. Thank you, Genshin. That's why I spent, I know it's probably $200. I got a problem. Not really.